Good morning, dear students. So, in our last class, we had already discussed about the various major contribution of Henry Fayol as well as F.W. Taylor. So, in that period, on that particular class, we discussed about the various contributions of Henry Fayol. I think all of you make study of that part. So, Henry Fayol, what are the major contributions of Henry Fayol? So, there are three contributions of Henry Fayol. The first one is Henry Fayol totally divided all the industrial activities into 6 categories. What is the shortcut formula to remind that 6 activities? The shortcut is TCS FMA. TCS stands for Technical, Commercial, Security. FMA stands for Financial, Management, Accounting. So you have to remind because this is an important question, important short question. Then the second one, the second contribution of Henry Fayol is that all the management functions are divided into 5 functions of management was introduced by Henry Fayol. This is POSDC. POSDC stands for Planning, Organizing, Staffing, Directing, and the last one is Controlling. We had already discussed about POSDC in our second chapter. Then the third contribution of Henry Fayol is that Henry Fayol developed 14 principles of management which were used by the manager as per his need or as per the requirement of the organization. We have to use all the principles of management. And also we discussed about F.W. Taylor, that is scientific management. So what do you mean by scientific management? Scientific management in simple sense or in normal. If we say the scientific management in normal, that means scientific management means application of science in the field of management. That is called scientific management. So F.W. Taylor is known as father of scientific management. Henry Fayol known as father of principles of management. So you have to remind both these names because both these persons were very important. So Henry Fayol is the father of principle of management, and who is the father of scientific management? That is F.W. Taylor. What is the full form of F.W. Taylor? F stands for Frederick, W stands for Winslow, then Taylor. F.W. Taylor. In our last class, we had already covered the history of F.W. Taylor, means his life sketch. He was born in the year 1856. He was born in the year 1856 in Philadelphia, USA, and after in the year 1870, he joined as an apprentice in a small machine making company. Then he rose up to the position of a junior engineer in Midwell Steelworks. So when he worked at different positions, he examined all the work in an organization. Then he find that the total system of an organization is totally monotonous. Monotonous activities are there. Monotonous means nothing is systematic. All the activities we are doing monotonously. That's why there is a huge amount of losses incurred in an organization. That's why F.W. Taylor suggested to introduction of scientific management in the field of management. How we can develop or how we can do all the activities by using the scientific techniques, scientific tools in the field of management or in the field of business. Okay. So, what are the major contributions of F.W. Taylor? We had already discussed. He published 1 paper and 2 books. What is the name of the paper? The name of the paper is Peace Rate System. So that Peace Rate System was introduced by F.W. Taylor. That was a paper which was published by F.W. Taylor in the year 1895. You have to remind all the 3 names. Peace Rate System in the year 1895. Then the second one, Shop Management. Shop Management, which was a book published by F.W. Taylor. That was in the year 1903. And the last one is Principles and Methods of Scientific Management. That was the book also published by F.W. Taylor in the year 1911. Okay. So these are the contributions by F.W. Taylor. So F.W. Taylor contributions, you have to remember all these 3 points. That first point is he published a paper that is named Peace Rate System in the year 1895. Then the second one is Shop Management, which was a book published by F.W. Taylor in the year 1903. Then in 1911 he published another book, that is Principles and Methods of Scientific Management. So let us discuss what is scientific management, what are the various principles given by F.W. Taylor in scientific management. Okay. फर्स्ट लेट अस डिस्कस व्हाट इज साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट। सो पहले हमको क्या मालूम करना पड़ेगा कि ये जो साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट होता है ये क्या होता है। प्रिंसिपल ऑफ मैनेजमेंट जो होता है ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने स्टडी किया कि प्रिंसिपल ऑफ मैनेजमेंट क्या होता है। ये बेसिकली मैनेजमेंट में यूज होता है। मैनेजर्स जो होते हैं वो अपने नीड के हिसाब से, अपने रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से प्रिंसिपल को यूज करेंगे इन ऑर्डर टू ओवरकम द डिफिकल्टीज। उसी तरह ही साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट जो होता है वो क्या होता है। दैट मीन्स जैसे कि मैंने ऑलरेडी बोला था साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट का क्या होता है मीनिंग, एप्लीकेशन ऑफ साइंस application of science in the field of management, that is called scientific management. Okay, so that means what? Application of science. Science means scientific tools, scientific techniques, scientific methods, scientific reasoning. ओके, सो एप्लीकेशन ऑफ साइंस मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि साइंस को लाके मैनेजमेंट में डाल देंगे, ऐसा नहीं है। इसका मतलब क्या है, साइंटिफिकल मेथड्स, साइंटिफिकल टूल्स, साइंटिफिकल टेक्निक्स। एक काम को करने के लिए जो बेस्ट मेथड है, वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द बेस्ट मेथड फॉर डूइंग ए पर्टिकुलर वर्क, दैट इज कॉल्ड साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट। तो साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट का और मीनिंग क्या हो सकता है, इट इज एन आर्ट ऑफ फाइंडिंग आउट the best method of doing a work। सो साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट का मतलब क्या होता है, फाइंडिंग आउट द बेस्ट मेथड ऑफ डूइंग ए वर्क। एक काम को करने के लिए क्या बेस्ट मेथड है उसको फाइंड करना है, तो हमारा साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट। तो बेसिकली साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट क्यों डेवलप हुआ है, टू रिप्लेस द old methods by scientific methods। So this scientific management were developed to replace करने के लिए, क्या रिप्लेस करने के लिए, ओल्ड मेथड्स। बिजनेस में जितने या फिर एक इंडस्ट्री में जितना ओल्ड मेथड्स यूज हो रहा है, ओल्ड मेथड मतलब उसका मीनिंग क्या हो गया, मोनोटोनस मेथड, जो ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था। मोनोटोनस मेथड, तो जितने भी मोनोटोनस मेथड है, जितने भी ओल्ड टेक्निक्स है, वो सारे ओल्ड टेक्निक को हम लोग रिप्लेस करेंगे। कहाँ पे रिप्लेस करेंगे, साइंटिफिक टेक्निक में रिप्लेस करेंगे, साइंटिफिक मेथड में रिप्लेस करेंगे। तो उसका मीनिंग क्या हो गया, टू रिप्लेस द ओल्ड मेथड्स बाय साइंटिफिक मेथड, साइंटिफिक टेक्निक्स। ओके, that is called scientific management. So you have to remember what is scientific management. Scientific management means application of science in the field of management. In order to do one activity, we have to find out the best method of doing a work. So by how can we find out the best method of doing a work? कैसे हमको मालूम पड़ेगा कि एक काम को करने के लिए बेस्ट मेथड क्या है? By applying the scientific techniques, or we can say by applying the scientific techniques, scientific tools, scientific methods, scientific reasoning. तो ये सब अप्लाई करके we have to find out the best method of doing a work. So this scientific management was developed by F.W. Taylor in order to replace the old monotonous methods. Okay, so you have to write all this. So let us discuss one definition of scientific management. Definition according to F.W. Taylor. According to F.W. Taylor, you have to remember this definition because this is one of the important long question for your board exam, also in this unit test also. So you have to remember what is scientific management. According to F.W. Taylor, scientific management means knowing exactly what you want man to do and then seeing that they do it in the best and cheapest way. Okay. So here, according to F.W. Taylor, you have to remind this definition of F.W. Taylor. So F.W. Taylor ने scientific management का एक definition दिया है. What is the definition? Scientific management means knowing exactly what you want men to do. That means आपको ठीक तरह से मालूम होना पड़ेगा कि आपके जो जितने भी लोग हैं वो लोग क्या काम करेंगे. What you want men to do. आपके जितने भी पर्सन है, जितने भी एम्प्लॉइज है, जितने भी मैन है, वो लोग क्या काम करेंगे ये आपको पहले मालूम होना पड़ेगा. एंड देन सीइंग दैट, उसके बाद क्या देखना है, दे डू इट इन द बेस्ट एंड चीपेस्ट वे. वो लोग क्या करेंगे, जो काम दिया गया है उनको, वो काम कैसे ठीक तरह से और अच्छे से हो पाएगा. बेस्ट एंड चीपेस्ट वे, अच्छा होना चाहिए, कम रेट में होना चाहिए. ये काम करने किसकी जिम्मेदारी है, साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट का रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. ठीक है. दैट मीन्स साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट मीन्स नोइंग एग्जैक्टली, वी हैव टू नो what you want men to do and then seeing that they do it in the best and cheapest way. पहले तो हमको मालूम करना पड़ेगा कि जितने भी एम्प्लॉइज है वो लोग क्या काम करेंगे. देन उसके बाद क्या मालूम करना पड़ेगा कि जितने भी एम्प्लॉइज है क्या काम करेंगे. देन वो काम को कैसे वो लोग ठीक से अच्छे से कर पाएंगे, वो चीज को देखना है साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट. ओके. So this is all about your meaning and definition of scientific management. You have to remember this because this is very important. So what is scientific management? Scientific management का मतलब क्या होता है? We have to replace the old monotonous method by scientific method, scientific tools. That means Taylor suggested that all the activities in an organization should be performed in an effective manner. In order to reduce the wastage, in order to reduce the losses in an organization, we must have to follow the scientific techniques, scientific methods, so that the work can be done in an effective manner. So, application of scientific techniques, scientific methods in the field of management, in the field of business, that is called scientific management. So, what is the definition of scientific management? According to F.W. Taylor, F.W. Taylor के हिसाब से scientific management means knowing exactly what you want men to do and then seeing that they do it in the best and cheapest way. Okay. So this is all about scientific management. Thank you.